Alright guys, what's going on? We got a new video today, and today is going to be a little bit different, something I don't really ever do. It is a gear review, and we're going to talk a little bit about LED lights. Got a couple here to look at. We've got the Eagletac D25C in titanium, which has been my EDC light for, wow, probably like 6 months now. The Sunwayman, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, Sunwayman V11r. And an old but goodie, the Olight I1 EOS. This is probably my first EDC light that I ever used. So let's talk a little bit about one. We're going to talk about them individually. I'm going to talk about the Eagletac first because I have been using this one for the last like 6 months. Like I said, it's my EDC light, and I thought I had lost it. And I'll tell you right now, one negative to this light is the pocket clip. It got bent really bad, and it just lost all of its retention, and I don't know, it just never had the greatest retention for a pocket clip, and these screws tend to come loose. So I Loctited them, hopefully. So I thought I lost it, because it did fall in my pocket a couple times, and I thought when I couldn't find it that I lost it, and my wife found it a few days later in like a random spot in our coat closet. It had somehow gotten attached to a string on my jacket or something, but she found it. I was really stoked. So what I'd done is, I was super bummed, and I was going to just order another Eagletac, but I'm like, I kind of want to try something different. So I ordered the Sunwayman after reading a bunch of reviews. If you haven't ever looked at the Flashlight Reviewer's channel, his name's Self-Built. He's really, really awesome flashlight reviewer. Does lots of reviews over on the Candle Power forums. Does really intense reviews, and I'm not going to ever claim to be like him, but this is one of the lights he recommended for an EDC light, as well as the Eagletac. These were kind of two of his favorite lights, so that's why I got this one in the first place. And I looked at the Olight S10 Baton as well, and I chose this one over that one. And I would choose the Sunwayman over that one also, and I'll explain why. But so I replaced it. I bought a new one. This is supposed to be a Christmas present for me. And then my wife found this, and I was super happy because I love the Eagletac. I think it is the perfect EDC light. If you're looking, and they even make this in a AA version. I don't think they make AAA, but I know they make a AA version. So let's kind of talk about this light. So here's the box that it comes in, and I've kept this from the last few months, and I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. So you got 397 LED lumens. It's the Cree XML2U2 emitter on that one. LED on that one, really good, kind of the latest and greatest. I think there may be something new out, because it seems like with flashlights that changes really quickly. You've got, takes one CR123 battery. It's got the let's just kind of go through, let's look at what comes from the box, and then we'll go through the light, the modes on the light. And this is my first flashlight review, so totally hang with me, because I think I did a short video of the Eagletac and the Olight together, but this is more of kind of in depth because I've been using it for the last 6 months. So you get this little pouch, little holster, which is actually pretty nice, good quality, nice snap. If you want to carry that on your belt, you've also got a little ring here to attach it to, like a backpack or something with a carabiner. And you got your almost, you could probably use that on a molly pack too. I've never even touched it. It's been sitting in the box. You got a lanyard, which is actually a pretty good lanyard. It's got one of these little slip rings on it. And then it comes with a keychain attachment as well. And there's a separate, or a replacement O-ring in there as well. So you get, kind of your standard fare in flashlights these days with this one. But what I like, this is the titanium limited edition. I love titanium, so I sprung a little bit because this one was a little bit more expensive than most lights, especially because they have this exact light in aluminum that's like 25 bucks, 25 bucks cheaper. What I like about this one is it's lightweight. It has a clicky. I have to have here. Let me just kind of, what I like about EDC lights, what I don't like. I like clickies. I had this Olight for a long time, which is ultimately a little too small for me anyway, and it's a twisty. And while the twisties work just fine, I just prefer the clickies. So it's got the clicky. I like that it has the illuminated clicky, so in the dark, and this lights up, it's like a moon glow type thing where it lights up in the middle of the night. So if I keep it by my bedside, if I need to reach for it, I can see it pretty easily in the dark because it's got that little, so that lights up. So that's a really nice feature I like. It's got doesn't have a monetary on, which I would like, but it's got basically 3 modes here. That was low, medium, high. So it's got kind of a moonlight, so real low, a medium, and then a high mode. Now, you can also change that where you can program it so it has, let me loosen the head, I believe that's how you do it. So you got medium, high, and then if you hit the button real faster, you got strobe, then you got SOS, and all I'm doing is just barely tapping that quickly. And then if you turn it off, it goes right back to your low modes and high mode, and if you want to get to those other ones, it's just a quick tap. So I really like the interface on this one, and sorry if that was a little too fast, but it's got a really simple and easy interface to use, and you can actually program it where when you twist it shut, it'll get on high and then one of your desired mode. But I just leave it the way it is, because these are the modes I use the most. And you can see it's got a faster strobe, it's got an SOS, a slower strobe. So it's got multiple, it's got a beacon mode, it's got a lot of different modes, and they're very accessible and easy. I like how easy it is. You don't have to like program it and twist the head. I have a 4.7's turbo Quark, I have it as a weapon light. It's like a 500 lumen light, and you have to program the heck out of it and twist the thing 5 times, and it's just kind of complicated. For that light, once I programmed it, I left it alone. I've got it on high and strobe, that's it. So that's fine. But for an EDC light, I want something simple and easy. You know, it's just something that I can just turn on. This low mode's really nice. It's a little bit brighter than some low modes, so some people might like even something more moonlight mode. The Olight S10 does have a little bit lower mode, but I like that mode, and then I like how easy it is to switch between modes. It's just a tap of the button, so it's really nice. So it's been a great EDC light. I've had the same battery in it, and I use these. Let me show you what I use. These Ultrafire. It's actually a 16340 battery, which is a higher voltage CR123. I've been using these for a long time. I just recharge them. They're great batteries. They were cheap too. And I've had the same battery in this light since I got it, and I haven't needed to charge it. So this light doesn't drain the battery at all, which is nice. I know that's kind of a problem on some lights. At least I haven't found it to drain the battery. I haven't had to recharge this battery once in 6 months. And I just use this light for your typical EDC tasks. I don't use it a ton, but it's on my pocket all the time. And you know, if I need a light, I use it. I probably use it more than my knife, actually. That's kind of funny to say, but I'm coming from a knife reviewer, Kershaw Scrambler for today. You know, I use it quite a bit, but I don't leave it on for long periods of time. So, but it's been a great EDC light. I love the weight. I love the size. It's pretty much the perfect size. It'll fit in your hand, no problem. I always carry a light like this because I do carry a firearm, and I do not have a light attached to my firearm. And the reason why I don't have one on my concealed carry gun is just for the size. It adds extra bulk. It adds, you know, you have to have a custom holster for it. So I just decide to use a light like this if I ever needed to use it in the dark and identify a target. I have a good light to do that with. It's really easy to carry, and you can see it'd be easy to do this, you know, kind of grip with the gun there and have that in your hand. So love the Eagletac. It's been a great light. I can't really, like I said, the only negative thing I can say about it is that the clip is a little loose, but I did Loctite it, and I noticed the screws have not moved, but the retention on the clip is not the best. So, but it carries very deeply, as you can see. It's kind of, you know, us knife guys like to, well, most of us knife guys like to have deep carrier pocket clips, and I really think this one carries really nicely. It carries a lot deeper. The Olight had that funky bezel up clip that you could switch, but it still carried kind of funny, and that's why I chose the Eagletac over the Olight. And it was a pretty easy decision once I got both lights in my hands and I played around with them, because the Olight has the, let me turn my phone off so I don't keep getting notifications. The Olight has the button down here, so it is a clicky, but it's down here, which is kind of weird. I like the top. So great light. If you're on the fence about the Eagletac, don't be. It's an awesome light for the money. Like I said, I splurged and got the titanium, and it's kind of scratched. I mean, it's pretty beat up. I've dropped it a few times, you know, but it's seen a lot of use, and that's what they're meant to be used for. So definitely recommend the Eagletac. So let's talk about the Sunwayman, the V11. Now this is a new light to me. Like I said, I've only had it for a few days, and I actually haven't barely even used it. So I can't really do a full review on it, but I'm going to do kind of an overview in this video, kind of compare it to the Eagletac. Alright, sorry about that. Card ran out of memory again on me. So you get the in the box you get the holster here. It comes with a lanyard, some extra O-rings inside of that. It's a nice holster if you want to carry it on your belt. You could also put it on some on a pack with a MOLLE attachment here. I think that would work pretty well for that. So that's pretty standard affair. You do get another push button assembly clicky. This is a metal one, and these first versions of these lights came with the metal one on there. Some people didn't like them. They were gritty and they wanted something with rubber, so they've included both. I like the way the metal looks, and I was going to switch it, but I can't figure out how to do it. There's no instructions in the manual, and I don't want to go about screwing this thing up. I'm sure this just pulls off, and there's probably a way to get that assembly off, and I'll figure it out eventually, but there's no instructions in the manual, so you'll have to play around with that. So let's talk a little bit about the Sunwayman, and one really cool thing about, and let's just kind of look at the Eagletac first in comparison. You can see that the Sunwayman is quite a bit longer than the Eagletac. It's also thicker, so it's going to be a little more in your pocket, but it is lighter because it is aluminum. It does have a nice deep carry clip also, and it does have more retention than the Eagletac does. The really standout feature of this light is the fact that it has this magnetic control ring where you can actually decide what output you want of the light. You have minimum all the way up to max. And the max with this light with a certain type of battery, which is a 16340, which is what we have. Oops. Jeez, please. That just went flying off. 16340, this is an ultra fire rechargeable. Been good batteries. I got them for super cheap and they've been last forever. I mean, I've had these for years. And like I said on Eagletac, I never had to recharge it in like 6 months. But so it's got a 16340, so that with this battery you can actually get up to 570 lumens. Now with a regular CR123 you're looking at only 216 lumens, which is a huge jump. I mean, I can't imagine this battery making that big of a difference, but obviously does. So you have minimum and maximum, so that's kind of nice. The minimum is so minimum you can't even see it right now. In fact, I could shine it in the camera and you can barely see that that LED is on. And that is 1 lumen. But you can obviously adjust it to your desired output, and if you want it all the way on high, they don't recommend running on high for too long. That's 570 lumens of light. So it is brighter than the Eagletac if on max, but the Eagletac is nice that you don't have to change the output. It's, you know, you have the 3 low modes and the high mode being 397 lumens. So some people might like that better. This is just a cool versatile light because you can kind of set, you know, this is what I want for my EDC light, and this is what I want, you know, my light to look like, and this will probably do. I mean, I just picked a random spot on the ring. That would probably do all your tasks, no problem for you. Don't need anything brighter than that. But if you want it, if you need it, you know, for like a self-defense type situation, 570 lumens is going to blind the crap out of someone. So I do like that feature of it. It also has a monetary on feature where you can just barely touch the button and it stays on and then it goes off. That's a nice feature the Eagletac does not have. But this light does lack a any type of modes, really. It doesn't have an SOS, a strobe, a flash, anything like that. It's just pretty much all basic, just your regular light output. You just decide how many lumens you want, which is pretty cool. It's also versatile that you can add an extension that they sell, Sunwayman sells with this, which allow you to use a AA or a 14500 battery. And with the 14500 you can also get the 570 lumens output out of this light. So it's very versatile. You can use multiple different batteries. I mean, that's like 4 different type of batteries you can use in this light. So that's pretty cool. I do like it. It's a little bit beefier than the Eagletac. I haven't carried this yet. I just got it. It's like I said, it's supposed to be a Christmas present for me. I was going to return it when I found my Eagletac, when the wife found it, but I decided to keep it, especially just to do a review on it for anyone out there. And like I said, Self Built really gave this someone a good, nice review, and he put it on his list of recommended EDC lights for this type of battery. So it's definitely a good quality light. I can't see anything negative about it so far. But I'll do a more extended review when I actually carry it. But it is, to compare the two, it is longer and thicker than the Eagletac. And if you went with the aluminum Eagletac D25C, it would be even lighter than this one if weight's a concern. I don't find that the titanium weighs that much to bug me, but so I do like the flexibility of this light. It's really innovative with this magnetic control ring to decide what output of lumen you want, and 570 lumens out of this size light is pretty insane. That is awesome. It does use the Cree XML2 emitter also, like the Eagletac XML-U2, so it's exactly the same LED as that one. So it's pretty impressive that they can pump it out to 570 lumens with the 16340. So pretty cool light. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet because I like the Eagletac so much. Maybe I'll put it into a rotation. I just don't want to get crazy like that. Like, I have a knife rotation, and then I'm going to start having a flashlight rotation, and then it's going to get crazy. So trying to kind of avoid that. That's why I picked this one light, and it's worked out really well for me. But, you know, it might be kind of cool to have something different. So we'll see what happens. But the Sunwayman is a cool light. It's very innovative. And it's really high quality. I mean, it looks really nicely made. I like the monetary on feature. Oh, I've got it all the way on low, so you can't even see it in this light. If it was dark, you could see it. And that's a pretty low. That's like a moon glow also. A moon glow. Moonlight mode also. And you know, the monetary on's a nice feature. And the click is really clicky. I mean, it's got nice engagement. It's not gritty. It's really nice comparing it to this. All the same. I wish this had the moon glow though on there. That's one really cool feature, especially if you're going to use this as like a bedside light. Some might have larger lights, but as bright as these are, I don't see a reason to have a larger light. And my home defense gun has a light on it as well, so it's a pretty cool light. You get, you know, it's good for the money. I think I paid $50 for this off Amazon. It was on sale. It was normally $60 and it dropped, and I know Going Gear had a sale on these as well for Black Friday, which is over now, but so it's a good light for the money. Definitely recommend it, just from my initial impressions, and if I decide to keep it, I'll do a more extensive review, but wanted to kind of compare it. I know there are two pretty popular lights in this category, the CR123, and you know, just to kind of show you the difference between that and the Eagletac. So the other light that I was just going to talk real briefly about is like the first EDC light that I ever got. When I say first EDC, I've had multiple lights, but ones that I would carry with me all the time. And this one's really small, the Olight I1 EOS. It's pretty old. I think I actually have the original packaging for it. Hold on 2 seconds. It came like in a blister pack. I think I do have it though. I do. What do you know? I got this one off Amazon also. And this one came with a blister pack instead of like a nice box. So you don't get a holster with this. It just came in this blister pack. Oh wait, that's not even the right one. I'm sorry, that's not the right packaging. So I don't have the packaging anymore. That's for a Streamlight. So my bad. But it's a nice little light. Exact lumens, I'm not sure. I'll have to put that in the description. But it's really small. I mean, it's too small for me. I think it's a good keychain size light. And if you're looking for a really ultra lightweight, small EDC light, it's a good light. It's not a clicky, it is a twisty. Has 3 modes, low, medium, and high. I think it's about 200 lumens. That's just eyeballing it. It does have a pocket clip, rides pretty deep. It also has a keychain. I carry this in my keychain for a long time. It's a good keychain light. It takes one CR123 battery. And I think I just have the original Olight battery in here, yeah. So I did carry this one for a long time though, probably like a year plus, and it's a good little light. Just wanted something a little bigger and wanted the clicky, and definitely been happier with the Eagletac. But just a quick overview of one of my first EDC lights, and it's a good choice if you want something real small. And they're really inexpensive. I think it's like $20-30, and it's a good quality light. It's got an older LED. It's probably just an XM LED. I'm not even exactly sure. It's so old, but yeah, good little lights. So just kind of a quick video of some EDC lights. I really do like both of these. I'm going to stick with the Eagletac, I think, but I may put this in my rotation just because it's a little bit different light, and I do like the variable output. That is pretty dang cool. It would be good as a tactical light because you could get so much lumens out of this if you needed it. So alright guys, that's going to be all for today, and if any comments or questions, please leave them below. I appreciate the likes and the shares, and probably going to be doing a contest coming up pretty soon. I'm getting up there in subscribers, around 730 I think right now-ish. I have to look, and probably do a 1,000 subscriber contest. So alright guys, take care. See you next time.